showing things right. The lights are good. Yep, 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 yep. Maybe bring it a bit closer. That's it. Yeah, that's perfect. I think seems a bit dark, but I think they can see it. Yeah. Give it a few minutes. Give it a minute. See if there's anybody come on. At the moment it's a bit see what this is. Share. No, that's okay. All right. Have a zip. Give it another minute. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think this one's bright enough. Yeah, so yeah, I've also got that one as well at the back, so it's all right. All right. Yeah, yeah. Just stick around in case I need you. uh, uh, I've not streamed for a long time. It's about maybe 3 months. But we had that situation with the PC, as you know, and then the phone has been very slow. So, but this is better than nothing. This is okay. We'll have to upgrade next year, definitely. Yeah. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. How you doing out there? I hope you're all right and everything. Welcome to yours truly, Chrissy B. Some people call me Chrissy B. Some people call me Chrissy B Emotep. One of these days I'll do a stream about how I got the name and so on. But for now, we're here to talk about Christmas. I hope you're all right out there. I hope everybody's in good health and so on. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. And even though I don't celebrate Christmas anymore, I'm just hoping that all of you out there are having a good time and, stay out of trouble. Don't drink and drive in this period of time. Don't drink or drive anytime. We're here, brothers and sisters, to talk about, Xmas. What is Christmas? What is it all about? What are we celebrating? And this is only a short stream because I've got some cooking to do back there. So this is going to be only be about 20 minutes, unfortunately. But I promise I'll make it up to you all down in the line. And of course, we'll do longer streams. But I personally don't celebrate Christmas. Many years ago, I've stopped celebrating Christmas. My first issue of Christmas came around the year of 2000 when I was studying with some Jehovah's Witnesses. And they used to come, for those of you who know how Jehovah's Witnesses, how they operate, they normally knock on your doors and then they preach to you about the scriptures. And then they have these two books. One is called Awake, the other one is called A Watchtower. And we had a friend who's a Jehovah's Witness and he used to come and see us on a regular basis and, read the scriptures to us, break down what certain things in the scriptures meant and so on and so forth. And one day I asked him a question. I asked him, is it true that Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas? And he said, yes. And he told me why. And he went for because, with witnesses, they normally go and back up what they say, in the book of the Bible. And then they say, okay, then this means that. And that's why we don't do this, that, and that. And so, and that's why, and then from that, I sort of got into me that, is Christmas really genuine? Is it a myth? And then I asked this old fellow who lived up the road from me, a very old man. I don't think he's alive anymore because I've not seen him for a long time. And he used to be a guy that used to go and do ministry work because I think he was a Pentecostal. And he used to go around, he used to go to the Caribbean to do ministry work and preach the Bible out there and so on. And then I went to his house one and I asked him, Mr. Gardner, what is the truth about Christmas? I was maybe about 25 at the time. So this was a number of years ago. And he sat down to me and he said to me that, well, he reckons that Christmas came about because of the English aristocracy and the English government. They wanted holidays for themselves. So what they did, if you look at it, the 25th is tomorrow. So tomorrow, Monday, is the 25th of December. And then, so exactly a week from the 25th, we've got the so-called 1st of January. So he said to me that if you look at how the days are kind of like measured, exactly a week from what is so-called Christmas is the new year. And he's saying to me that there is something wrong with that. They went to say to me, if you look at the scriptures, it tells you that when Jesus, because apparently Christmas is to celebrate the birth of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. So when Jesus was born on so-called 25th of December, he said that at that time, as we know, it's really cold now. It's freezing. Sometimes it snows in December. It snows around Christmas. And look at those songs from people like Bing Crosby and those guys who sang about he's dreaming of a white Christmas. And there's millions of songs about Christmas, having snow, white and Christmas and so. You're seeing pictures of Santa Claus in a bobsleigh with his reindeers and all snow around it. So like Christmas and snow goes hand in hand. But he said, if you look at the scriptures, it tells you that when Yeshua was born, shepherds are outside guarding their sheep and their livestock, and the climate was warm. So it goes to show you that it doesn't really kind of like relate to Yeshua, Jesus, being born in December, because December is a month which is very, very cold. And of course, October, even though October is not exactly the warmest month, October is not as cold as December, because in October you can still get a wonderful, doses of sunshine. And the climate could still be kind of warm, and you can still sort of enjoy yourself. But when it gets to sort of like November and December, January, February, sometimes early March, those are what we consider to be the winter season, where the weather, we have sub-zero temperatures. So you're shivery, you're cold, you have to draw for your coats. And you have to, when you go to bed at night, you've got to go grab your duvet, and you've got to stay inside. The heat, heating bills go up even more. And so that's basically what that's all about. You see, it's crazy. I don't celebrate Christmas. In actual fact, my Earth Day is on the 25th, which is tomorrow. That's why I was, called Chris. They give me name a Chrissy B as a celebratory alias name. So that's what my name is, Chrissy B. But basically, in a nutshell, I used to celebrate it. I grew up as a Pentecostal, so obviously Pentecostals, most of them celebrate Christmas, not all of them, but the Pentecostal house that I grew up in, we celebrated Christmas. There was also things in the Bible. I can't remember what book it is now, but I think it's in one of the Proverbs, one of the Gospels, because it was when Yeshua supposedly came down on earth, if you believe that story. And apparently a lot of these disciples were celebrating in a hall. And, normally in Christmas time, we celebrate and we have like sweets and gifts and so on. And these disciples and other people would come together to celebrate in this hall. And Yeshua heard about it, and he went there and he confronted them, and he got very angry and he threw them out. And he said, I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember the exact word. I'll have to go for the Bible. He said, "What is this you're doing in the house of my father, you wicked souls?" And he threw them out, you see. So that was also another incineration that whatever it is, if it was Christmas or if you're celebrating, if you're celebrating paganism and pagan festivals, then that goes against apparently the Almighty, which I believe to be true. And even though I don't believe in their God, I believe in the God from Africa, from Kemet, from Al-Kebel, and whichever name you want to call the motherland. I believe in the gods from that, from that part of the world, because these are European, and there's only one God, but these are so-called European gods where they whitenized, Europeanized. If you can see, they've got Eurocentric features, thin noses, pale skin, and so on. But that God doesn't represent me, doesn't represent people from Africa, people who look like me. So we believe in another God. We believe in a black God. There's only one God, and he's a black God. God said, "Let us make man in our image." And of course, the first human beings were melanated. Of course, if you come from that part of the world in Africa, some say that life started in Ethiopia, and people from Ethiopia are melanated. So there's no way that our God can look Eurocentric. It doesn't represent us. So this is a false God. These are idols. Some people say it's idol worshipping. Yeah, it's idols. And so the Eurocentric God cannot represent people who look like me, who come from the motherland, who are melanated. And, we're, as some of you will know, maybe some of you don't know, but because I've read for many, many years, I've read that, and even Dr. Ben's books, you read that the original man of the Nile was melanated. The original man of the Nile. I've got the book over there from Dr. Joseph Ben Buchanan, and he explains and breaks down the DNA of the early humans, which were melanated people like me and you. I suppose some of you watching me now may not be melanated, so be it. But, you know, for those of you who are melanated, you get it, you understand it. And so it goes to show that we're celebrating something which is mythical, which is pagan, you know. And even the Jehovah's Witnesses, and even though I don't agree with a lot of things that they practice and preach, the Jehovah's Witnesses said that really Christmas was really created by a man. It's created in, I think, sometime in the 1800s. So it's only really 200 years old, really. It's created by Europeans as a way of, you know, as a way of having holidays from work, and then as a way of celebrating something, filling up the calendar with something which they consider to be great and consider to be fantastic. Doesn't mean it's the gospel truth, because it's not in the scriptures, it's not in the Bible. And they say that, oh, Christmas was created because of Yeshua's birthday, Jesus Christ's birthday, when it's not in the Bible. Because don't forget, Jesus, if you believe in him, is from the Bible. That's where we first heard about Jesus, from the scriptures. And if you're celebrating his birthday, why isn't it in the book that he represents? So it goes to show that it's all a bunch of fabricated untruths and all a bunch of lies, you know. I could go on about this all day. One day we're going to come back again, and we're going to, of course, come on here and speak some more. I'm looking to get some people to come on the stream, because we're growing in numbers. We've got over 5,000 subscribers now. I think when I last did a stream, we had about 1,000. So it goes to show you how long ago I've actually done a live stream, and how long I've actually, you know, uploaded a video. I've been doing mostly shorts, but I've told you why, because we've had technical issues of our devices with both the phone and the PC. We've had to upgrade the PC. We've got a new PC now, so you'll be seeing a lot more of us. And of course, the phone is a newer phone, and thankfully, we pray that things can work a lot better now going forward, because we were having serious problems with some of our live streams before. We had to take some videos down because, you know, the volume was really low, and sometimes it even went out, very distorted. The pictures weren't great, so we had to do some sorting out and spend a lot of money, mind you, upgrade our devices. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, I'll leave it there for now. I mean, as I said, I don't celebrate it, but if you do celebrate it, all I can say is you have a good time. We're not going to force anybody who don't celebrate it or celebrates it not to celebrate it. That's what we're not about that. You know, we're not going to convince you. We're going to say, oh, you stop celebrating Christmas because we don't celebrate Christmas. So we're not going to put it onto you. Oh, okay, we don't celebrate Christmas, so you shouldn't either. We're not like that. We're very free, but we like to tell you things